Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Beautiful souls, welcome back if you're returning, welcome if you are new. Today we are asking your higher self for a secret message about your major 2026 breakthrough. There's a real edge of excitement, I have to say, around these readings, actually. Now, we have 3 beautiful piles to choose from, 3 beautiful cards, 3 raw crystals, lovely energy coming through here. And we will also be asking the universe to find the right pile or piles for you as well, if you're not sure. So let me show you what we have here. For pile 1, we have Queen of Taking on the World. That's for pile 1. I love these cards. And we have the red calcite crystal here. I'll also say, beautiful souls, if any of the cards that I'm using today, I'm using some independent cards later in the readings as well, independent creator cards, which I love using. If any of the cards are really singing to you, I always list them in the description, and I put them in a comment for you too, so you can find them. Now, pile 2. You have the Queen of Intuitive Knowing. This is pile 2, and this is sitting with a piece of Amazonite. So that is pile 2. And for pile 3, you have the Queen of Connection. And pile 3 has the zebra calcite. So these are the crystals, these are the cards for each of the piles today. Now I've logged in already on my phone onto my website, so we're going to ask the universe to reveal which pile. I just wanted to say, somebody actually left a comment. I used this for the very first time in my last readings that I posted. And somebody said they were really saddened that I was using AI. This is not AI. This is something that has been created. It's like a mechanical thing that has been created by a human being very specifically for me to help anyone that struggles with trusting their own intuition. I know many of you are totally tuned in to whichever card or crystal or pile it is. Sometimes it's more than one, and that is just amazing. But there are some people who are not as confident. And if you're not confident, this kind of thing can really help. This is not AI generated. This has been created by somebody who has done this completely for free to support the channel and to support people who come to our community who are not confident in their intuition. And it's connected to my website. You can find it at moonmagicmastertarot.com. And literally, this is like throwing a dice that has lots and lots of different faces. So find my pile, it has all of the different options on a different face of a dice. And literally it's like throwing a dice and seeing what comes up. And the same then with reveal my reading. If you want to find a reading, it's like a dice that has 1,000 faces. And it's like you throw the dice when you press the button and up it pops. It will land on one of those readings. And this is why we are trusting the universe when we use this. But it is a mechanical thing and it's not AI. So, whoever made that comment, that was a bit of an assumption. Anyway, let us move on. I just wanted to make that clear in case that was, had been difficult for anybody. So let's ask the universe to reveal which pile or piles for today. Piles 1 and 2 have come through today. Okay, so if you want the universe to choose for you, it's piles 1 and 2. And you can also tune in with the cards and the crystals. I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer. I always do this just to give you a little bit of extra time just to sit with the energies and see what's coming through for you. Obviously, if you know which of the piles or you're trusting the universe, you can ping straight through to them. The timestamps along with the cards and things that I'm using are always in the description below and in a comment. But if you want a bit more time, I'm going to leave the video running for you. So beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. pile 1. Welcome to your reading. I love your energy. You have the Queen of taking on the world. Wow. Okay, what does your higher self want to tell you? I'm actually seeing these two and that one there as well for you from this pack. You have your destiny, Yod. Okay. 11th house, friends. And Aquarius, I know. Okay. What is your higher self telling you about your really big breakthrough in 2026? Be gentle. Be gentle with yourself and others. Seek gentle places and surround yourself with softness and joy. Oh, this is lovely. Joy is your natural birthright. Stay open and flow with joy. Allow yourself to experience one of life's best gifts. So what is the secret that your higher self is showing you, telling you? Now you have this incredible energy of the Queen of taking on the world. She is fearless. She can dream big. She can manifest unapologetically. Be gentle. Be in joy. I think your destiny in this year of 2026 is to become quite big in something. Some of you may actually be seen. You could have a big presence in some way, shape or form. Now, whether that's in the vicinity of you get seen in your close personal world, or you get seen in the bigger world. But I do feel it's like your higher self is saying this is the year when you do the thing you came here to do, or you break through a glass ceiling. Something is to be removed that could previously have maybe been in the way, or maybe you have just been building the foundation for this big breakthrough. But I do think 2026 is literally about you taking on the world, being seen, being visible, but in such a joyous way. Maybe with the Aquarius energy, 11th house, friends, it may be you also find your tribe or the right people or the right community, the right friends. It is as if your energy is going to attract people who will support you and align with your vision. Let's ask your tarot cards. Let's get a bit more information here. 9 of Cups. Oh my goodness me, look at this peacock. How visible this peacock is. Look at all these eyes in its beautiful feathers, in its tail feathers. Wow. Wow, 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 and very much more wow. Your cup is going to overfloweth, I think. Gosh, your higher self, the secret that it wishes to tell you. The 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Right, your message is becoming clearer. Queen of Cups. 5 of Cups. And I think we want another one. And then we possibly will draw more as well. I'm taking both these. So we've already got more than I would fit into this little space. But let's move these along a bit. We've got Queen of Wands and the Sun. Oh my goodness me. This is just amazing. Okay. I'm going to put the Sun just here. Next to Be Gentle and Joy. Look at you. Interesting. In this particular card of the Sun, beautiful pack, we have the energy of a lioness aligned with the Sun. And look how chilled she is. Your higher self, I feel, is saying to you, you don't have to strive to arrive. I think you are stepping up into a position of great success. In some way, you really are taking on the world, whether it is in the immediacy of your world, within your own community, within your friendships, whether it is in the bigger world, on a much bigger platform, you become very, very visible. This is the year when you genuinely are seen for being unapologetically you, and big time. Big time. You are seen and honoured and revered for the hard work that you have put in to get to where you are now. Look at this beautiful lioness showing up again. We have the lioness in the sun, and of course we have the lioness in the Queen of Wands. She has an amazing energy, that feminine power. It's really well earned, the ability to transform situations. You also have the Queen of Cups. So this is a very feminine energy, non-gender specific, but there is a very feminine energy coming through in your reading. Your higher self is almost letting you know the secret to success. Now, there is work to be done. You are working at something. And I do think you know what it is. You're already working at something. You already have a vision in sight. My dear ones, your vision in sight is amazing. Just dive into it. Even if you don't know what's coming next, you will be able to overcome any disappointments. They will be so short-lived if anything doesn't work out. I see very little not working out here. It's almost as though your higher self is saying the secret to your success is to stay on course, dive in and commit fully, wholeheartedly, emotionally, commit fully, but also be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. You don't have to force this to happen. It will happen. This is almost as though this is the secret to your success, to your breakthrough, is to just love the journey. Dive in and love the journey. If something doesn't work, all it's doing is showing you a different way so that you can slightly course correct or tweak your direction or learn something a little bit, slightly differently. Truly, I feel that you will be able to overcome any obstacle, and you really are going to shine radiantly, charismatically. I think the right people will come to you. This really is a year where you step into your destiny. The reason you are here right now on this planet, during these extraordinary times, you are here to do what you came here to do. And I think it is a big ambition. I think it's a big dream. I think it's a big vision. But you can make this real. The secret to enabling this, to actively working with the universe, with Source, with Spirit, with God, is to literally go with the flow, to dive in, to commit, and live in complete trust that the visibility, the success, the joy is coming. Enjoy every second of everything that you're doing. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses. Don't forget to wake up and think, wow, I'm actually doing this. Don't forget to revel in the energy of the accomplishment, of the doing, of the knowing that you're on track, because deep down you do know. If you genuinely have no idea what your calling or purpose is, it is a possibility that this isn't the right reading for you, or it may mean that it will be revealed to you. in which case your higher self is, the message from your higher self is a massive assurance that you are going to rocket to success. And if you're not sure what that calling, that purpose, that destiny is, then don't worry, just trust implicitly. Engage with your life every single day in pure joy. Don't fret if you're not sure, or don't fret if certain things aren't working out. Just trust. I know that's not always easy, but just trust. It's coming. The way will be shown. For most of you, I think there's something around you already. It is going to, it's going to be big. As in, and by big as well, let's just reframe that in terms of genuine personal success, genuine personal enjoyment, loving for the sake of loving, doing for the sake of doing, and enjoying for the sake of pure enjoyment. This is actually the message from your higher self. The secret to your success is to be in the presence of yourself, to be in the moment, to love and enjoy every second of everything that you're doing. And it's just going to happen. It's going to expand. There is this sense of inner knowing, higher calling, purpose. What I would like to do, my beautiful pile one, is just draw a few more cards to see how this is going to emerge, and if there is anything else your higher self wishes to say. In truth, it's a big message, I think, to be saying to you, be gentle with yourself. Don't put yourself under pressure. Honor your fundamental spiritual knowing that you're doing what you're meant to be doing, and allow it. Allow the universe to unfold the story for you, with you. Let's see if we are shown anything else. Wow, you've got the Empress. Isn't that just magnificent? This is why there is so much feminine energy here. You have two queens, and even the sun has a lioness. The Empress is the most beautiful, creative, abundant energy. She's often depicted as being pregnant, actually. This is fertility. But if you think about it, a pregnancy is not something that you can speed forwards. You can't decide you're going to have a baby and have one next week because it's convenient. You can't make it happen any quicker. So things will grow. The secret to, I almost want to say, to the enjoyment and the cherishing of a year of profound expansion where you step into your destiny is to literally allow it to grow. Look at that. The Three of Cups, a card of wonderful celebration and also of friendship. 11th house, friends, the right people, the right time. Interesting, we have the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Wands showing up again. Now this is interesting because the Queen of taking on the world, she is fearless. She is unapologetic, but she's not afraid to own her dreams. What this is telling me, I believe, and I think your higher self is really saying this, I think you have lived with something that has left you feeling fearful of success for some of you maybe, or afraid of what other people might think, or whether you would be envied if you were successful, something maybe that has held you back. Maybe you have experienced disappointment. There's been something that left you feeling afraid of really stepping up, even though you've always wanted to. And I think that comes to an end. I think it most likely connects to people. connects to you meeting people along the way who would not support you or would see you, maybe in an envious way perhaps. But something is completing, it's ending, it's over. And ultimately, the bit that is ending is the inability for you to step up into your true power. The joy, and it is a joy, is that this isn't dominant power. It's not power over others. It's the power of the deep, deep feminine, non-gender specific, however you identify. This is the power of the deep, deep, deep feminine knowing, where you embody success in a way that embraces the journey. It's not about power and dominance. It's about receptiveness, taking on the world whilst also living in balance, in harmony, in joy, taking on the world with gentleness, taking on the world peacefully, handling things, handling success in a way that is truly, truly humble and really connected, deeply connected to the realness of success in a really spiritual way. I think this is really beautiful. The message from your higher self is that you don't have to push to make this happen. Live in the joy of it. There's so much assurances. If any of you have been having any doubts, this is arriving to put those doubts to one side. You're going to be very visibly seen, respected, honoured, and the right people coming in, and with really good reason. The right people because of you, because you are you. This is really lovely. And my goodness me, there is a transformation where fear is left behind. So if there is anything in your world that still carries a residue of fear, and it could be about having a voice being seen, that is also part of the big breakthrough. Pile 1, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really honoured to be reading for you. Don't forget to subscribe, press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never ever miss a reading. I'm sending you all the love in the world. It's magical, magical to read for you. Tons of love, Pile 1. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. What does your higher self wish to tell you? What is the secret message about your 2026 breakthrough? Jupiter returns benefit. This has remained. Fire element desire. We have this one too. And part of fortune increase. Oh my goodness me. I think your message may actually connect to some aspect of your, well, fortune increase. Jupiter. This is about desire. Your higher self is talking to you about something you are big time desiring. And I don't know, do you intuitively know that this is coming to you? Is there something you intuitively feel is coming and your higher self is affirming that? Interesting. Indestructible. It's very interesting. 2 cards with 2 piles were left at the bottom of the pile when I picked up the pack. Your soul is indestructible and invincible. Always remember. Ajay Alai. Indestructible. Spiral evolution. Our soul's evolution happens in spirals. Situations may feel cyclical, but they are progressive. You are experiencing these from a higher perspective than before. The Queen of Intuitive Knowing. I almost feel as though you are more connected to your higher self. Maybe you're hearing messages from your higher self, messages from your guides, benefits, desires. I think you revisit something. Something comes to you that you have always deeply thought that you wanted it, you desired it, maybe even that you deserved it, and rightly so. And yet, you come back to it. What is this about? Let's get more information. What is your higher self revealing? Gosh, it all feels very secret at the moment. Okay, that's your first card. I am seeing this one. I'm also seeing that one there. And that one there, and those two. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, that's pretty super cool and lovely. Okay. You have, but look at the bear in the cave. In the dream time. This is about a secret desire. Well, it may not be secret, but it's about a desire that you have been wanting to manifest. Ace of Swords. Eight of Swords. Look at the swords around. It's like, I think this might be like a secret desire. This is fascinating. Your higher self is giving us a secret message about your secret desire. I think there's something that you secretly desire. Maybe you don't talk to other people much about it, or you feel like you might jinx it if you do talk to people. You have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Both of these cards actually came out in pile 1. And the universe, when we looked at which pile to choose, did say pile 1 and 2. So there may well be a connection. Four of Pentacles. And then the Ten of Pentacles. Wowza. Okay. Okay. This is interesting. So the message is really clear. The message is so super clear, it's untrue. And I thank your higher self for coming through so strongly. There is something that you really, really desire. This is like your top dollar desire. For many of you, you don't openly talk about it in terms of its importance. Some of you do, but you know that you really, really, really desire this above and beyond anything. And I think you have, it's either something you don't talk about much to people because you don't want to jinx it, or just because you feel people will, it's almost like you daren't admit that you haven't got it yet, or there's something around you in this way. It's coming back. You dream about it loads. This is that top dollar desire that you think of more than anything. If you were to be asked what your most secret desire is, and you didn't have to tell anybody openly about it, this is the one. This is the top dollar desire. I think it is returning to you. It's almost as though it's been kept underground here. But it's coming out in the open. Now, I say your top dollar desire because it could be that you have more than one top dollar desire. But this is something that you have been dreaming of, sitting in your cave with. It's been a little bit buried. You haven't quite known how to move it forwards, but it's coming back into your world, and I think it's going to blossom and flourish. However, and there's no negativity in the however, it may not look exactly as you expected. Okay, it might be it might take on a slightly different picture. It would be like, I don't know, if you had a completely top dollar, a top dollar dream, and you'd seen a particular house, and that was your dream house, and it's the house you've always wanted, always, 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 and you've kind of put it to one side and thought you were never going to have it. I think it will come through with this little baby fox. There may be some adaptability. It may be a little bit different. Very interesting. We have a fox and the little rabbits. Look here. Now, normally a fox and rabbits would not necessarily be the best of buddies. And yet, here they are in harmony, in this space of fertility, underground. I actually think that this desire, your higher self is saying that, because I think it might surprise people. It would be like, even people that know you quite well might think they know what your greatest wishes are, but I think there's a bigger one, or there's a bigger picture, or there's something here that you have really dreamed of. It may even be because it's a much bigger picture. The Queen of Intuitive Knowing. Something is coming back to you. Spiral evolution. Even though situations feel cyclical, they are progressive. So you're returning. You can return to something that you had put to one side. You can return to something that you might have parked or shelved. Let me get another tarot pack. I have a little one here. I think the big breakthrough that your higher self's secret message is about this. They're saying that this desire is actually indestructible, and even though in the spiral of evolution it may feel that it got put to one side, it's coming back. It's coming back into visibility. It's coming back into your life. Whereas before it felt buried or blocked, it's coming back. And it's going to come to fruition. This could be something you've already done, that you had even parked. I don't know. Something you'd already achieved, and it maybe it never took off. And so, you kind of went to bed on it, really, and just thought, well, that's that. I did my best. It didn't happen. And then suddenly it happens. Yeah, something is returning to you or coming back. I think you'll know what it is because it's returning. Your higher self's secret message about your 2026 breakthrough is about something that you already know about. Maybe you did something, started something in the spiral of evolution a while ago. It's returning. Now is the time. Now is the point of expansion, of increase. You have the Fool. Take a risk. What else are we shown? You have the Empress. This came out in pile 1 as well. Gosh. Take a risk. We have the Page of Wands looking ahead. The Empress is so full of abundance. Your higher self is revealing that there will be an opportunity to take something forward and expand it that you have already started. You've shelved it. You didn't think it could move forwards. It didn't get traction. Or it was a deep, deep, deep desire that you have just intuitively, you've always wanted it. It's like, it's almost as though some of you may even have tried to put it down. It's like, why do I still want this, even though it's not emerging, it's not happening? I think you may even have tried to put it down, but actually it's coming back. And the reason it's coming back is because real desire is indestructible. There'll be an opportunity. Queen of Wands, this also came out in pile 1. Pile 2, there will be an opportunity for you to launch into something that you have always desired, or it's a desire of the past. It's something you've shelved, put down, felt blocked about, buried. The timing wasn't right before, or you've achieved it and it never did anything, therefore you've just forgotten about it. There's something here. You'll know what it is because it already exists within your mind, within your heart. A desire isn't something that's just in your head. A desire springs from your heart. You will already know what this is because it is returning. It is going to arrive in your world. There will be an opportunity to invest in it, to nurture it, to dream it into being. And this is the year when that breakthrough will come. This is going to happen. This can happen. 10 of Pentacles. It's like the lottery win of the tarot. This really can happen. And look at this. We have the 9. So you can complete it. It comes to fruition. It's like the final stage of its evolution, if that spiral evolution. It's like, what's that saying? You can't keep a good man down. I'm just going to say you can't keep a good person down, or you can't keep a good project down, or you can't keep a good desire down. This is the secret message from your higher self. You're going to return to something, or it's going to return to you. And this time, it can be real. I am loving this. Absolutely loving it. It may emerge in a way that is not what you were expecting with the 4 of Pentacles. Because we've got something that, you wouldn't have thought. This is like chalk and cheese with the fox and the rabbits. But this is absolutely happening. It's coming. Wow, 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 and seriously more wow. So whatever this is, and you will know because it already exists. Pile 2, this is your reading. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. And thank you so much for being here. I am really, really, really thrilled. Really thrilled for you. Do keep me posted in the comments. I post pick a card readings a couple of times a week. Well, at least 3 times a week, actually. I always post a reading on Sundays to let you know. We ask for an immediate message from Spirit. And we also check in on the week ahead. Remember, if you're ever in need of a reading and you just want to tune into one, or you're not sure what pile to pick, if you found a reading, do log into, tune into moonmagicmastertarot.com. Go to the homepage and you can use that facility. You can throw that dice and choose a pile, or indeed pick a reading. Pile 2, tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the Queen of Connection and Zebra Calcite. Now, we are asking your higher self's secret message about your big 2026 breakthrough. Let's see what we are showing for you. You have 5th house creativity, Queen of Connection. Look at the masks. 9th house faith and your destiny. This came out in, I believe it was it pile 2 or was it pile 1? It was one of the other piles. My apologies. If you were drawn to any of the other piles, then trust that gut instinct and go with it. Now, 9th house faith. Look at the palm here with all of the destiny really written in the palm. Queen of Connection. What else are we shown? What is your higher self? Let me get this card. I feel this has got to be shown to us because it was sitting there. Storm. Dance in the storms of life. Instead of feeling devastated by it, use the energy of your challenges to protect you towards your goals in your favour as an opportunity for growth. Okay. Queen of Connection. keep being drawn to those masks. Love. Love yourself first, then love will naturally expand all around you. Okay, faith, keeping your faith. I wonder if your faith has been tested. You know, when we navigate the storms of life, we can end up feeling like, you know, it's a bit like navigating a ship at sea and just wondering when the waves are really, you know, when we're going through a storm, how we're going to get to the other side. And yet we always do. Ninth house, faith. Your higher self, I think, is actually telling you that you will find renewed faith. Your faith will be renewed. Your trust in the bigger picture will be renewed. Because we have the Queen of Connection and love, I wonder if this is actually about love for some of you. Whether you will literally find love. If you have been dancing through the storms of life, stormy relationships, if you've looked at your palm and wondered, wow, you know, actually, your relationship line says this and this, but it hasn't yet happened. Let's draw your tarot cards. I need to find out more. Very kindly ask your higher self for more information. We have the 9 of Pentacles for you and the 8. Okay. I think this is something you've been dreaming of and working on manifesting. The Queen of Connection. The 5 of Pentacles. The Emperor. Look at the owls that are coming through here. You have an owl taking off here from this tree stump, and then you have the owl here, really in charge, top of his game, leading something, leading the way. Vision. And the Tower. Oh my goodness me, this is exciting. This is exciting. Okay. Let's really sit with your reading. What is your higher self saying? What's the secret message about your 2026 breakthrough? I think your higher self is talking about you taking off the masks that you believed you had to wear. A point of destiny, a point in time that has been predicted. There's something of timing. I'll draw more cards in a moment around it and see if I can get more information. But there is something that it's something that you have been waiting for. For some of you, it is love. It's that life-changing moment. That point where your faith is renewed. Your higher self is talking about your connections, your relationships, including your own self-love. My pile 3. I think your higher self is talking about it's like there's more than one layer to this. So the top layer is something that you have been trying to manifest. So if any of you, for example, have not been able to manifest love, that would be one example. If any of you have been struggling with financial difficulties, that would be another one. so therefore you're seeking financial success, trying to manifest financial success. If any of you have been struggling with a health issue and you have not been able to overcome a particular health issue, if any of you have been struggling with some element of accessing your creativity, your capacity to express yourself, whether that's creatively through work or even just having a voice. All of these areas are... This is like the top layer, the surface layer. It's how we see it manifesting in the 3D world. There's something here where it's felt as though you've been through the storms of life, or that you've been through the mill. You haven't yet managed to manifest it. It's been difficult. Your higher self is saying, this is the year where your faith is renewed because you overcome that difficulty, or that difficulty is overcome by you, with you, for you, in collaboration with the universe. It's overcome. If you've been struggling with any kind of mental health issues, emotional challenges, it's overcome. It restores your faith. So whatever the top layer is, something that you want, that you've been trying to manifest or overcome or make real, your relationship with yourself, your own self-esteem, your relationship with Source, with Spirit, with God is the underlying layer. Because when something comes true, it renews your faith. It renews your trust in life. It's like if you were being bullied, let's say, at school. This is just a random example, but it's come to mind to describe the energy. If you were being bullied at school and people were always, you just never felt like you could trust anyone. And then, you were maybe getting readings even that come through time and again telling you that you're going to meet, a really good group of friends, and you're thinking, well, it's never happened. Didn't happen at school, isn't happening in my adult life. And then suddenly you meet the most amazing group of friends, and they're really there for you. And they show it, they demonstrate it, it's real. And it's like, oh, okay, I can trust the universe. I can trust that this is possible. So there's a double layer here. On the one hand, there's something that has been a challenge for you, whatever that is for you. And on the other hand, it's the impact of that challenge when we really begin to doubt the possibility of it, or we lose faith, we lose trust. That is what your higher self is talking about. Your major breakthrough, and it's a really interesting one, your major breakthrough is actually the underlying level, because when you center yourself in trust and faith, and you just know because something real has happened, something very life-changing comes along and it happens, it's like, wow, this is what I've been asking for. This is what I've been praying for. And finally, it's been delivered, which means that you can now trust your connection. You can trust that actually that dream was worthy and it can come into being, whatever it may be for you. Let's get a few more cards. Let's get a bit more information here. Can we ask for any further information? I can see a layer of trust being renewed. Faith, literally, faith and destiny. That recognition that there's a whole world of creation taking place. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this is a bit wow. This is like the lottery win of the tarot. I really do feel your connection, your belief with Source, with Spirit, is going to be rocketed into a place of, renewed faith, trust that there's a bigger plan. And a big part of that is because something has to happen in real terms. Something very life-changing, because it proves it to you. One of those things where you get a synchronicity and then it happens. and you think, okay, I'm starting to listen to this. And then another one happens. You get a sign or a signal. You follow it through and something amazing emerges and you start to trust and to know. I do think there's something quite life-changing here. Obviously, it's fab. This is a real thumbs up from the universe with the Ten of Pentacles. So your higher self's secret message is kind of like almost like the big breakthrough is coming, because once you have that trust and faith, in many ways, your ability to manifest is going to be in itself life-changing. Can we ask for more? We have the Hermit. How interesting. Now this is a mentor energy. The universe showing you, with this spider and the web, the universe showing you that you can manifest. This is the real life changer. You realise, because stuff starts to genuinely manifest, you realise you have a connection with Source, with Spirit, and you can actively co-create. Okay, is there anything else that we can be shown around the Tower card, please? We have the Four of Swords. This is a very spiritual energy. It's a card of meditation. This is very personal to you, as in your connection with Source, with Spirit, with God, with the divine. It's one of those things where when you really, really know it, you could talk till the cows come home to somebody else, but they may not believe it because they haven't yet had the real experience of it. But this is you knowing that if you get still, if you meditate, if you align your energy with what you desire, it is almost as though you can start to shape your own destiny. Some of you may even literally almost rewrite your own story. If you have been following patterns, you can rewrite that story. Literally, the storms of life, you can rewrite the storms so that this is really life-changing. But it is about conscious living. Gosh, if any of you are joining me in my Manifest with the Moon webinars and seminars, this is the kind of stuff that we're talking about, aligning with energy and understanding how to use it. I mean, but you get it. You get it, and the world changes. This is really exciting. In real terms, this is the underlying layer, whatever manifests in your actual life. Your higher self's secret message is that you gain the experiences you need to truly manifest in real terms. And this is actually mind-blowingly life-changing. I'm going to use a different pack and just ask how this might unfold. Could we get any further information and guidance? I'm seeing this one. I think this one is speaking, and that one. And that one too. Look at this. We have the Four of Cups and then Temperance. You have the Death card. Gosh, these are huge cards. You have the Four of Cups, the Temperance card, the Death card, the Star card, and the Ace of Pentacles. You are most definitely moving from a storm, or the impact of a storm, or the impact of many storms, and you are moving into love. Whatever your connection, whatever the Queen of Connection means, the biggest of all connections is your spiritual connection. Whereas you have almost felt like life passed you by in some area, or you couldn't manifest, that's over. You find renewed hope, renewed trust, renewed faith, because you are gifted something in real terms, in the 3D of your world, on the earthly plane, you are gifted with something, with, for some of you, it's more than one thing, that proves to you that your faith is real, that your trust is real, and that you can manifest. Wow, I mean, this really is so life-changing. Ultimately, your connection with Source, with Spirit, with the universe, this is your higher self's secret message. What's so super lovely is that it comes through in an actual experience that's completely real in the 3D world. Pile 3, this is your message. It's pretty mind-blowing. In a way, I mean, we are asking about 2026, a breakthrough in 2026. And actually, this is a mind-blowing year. There's no question of it. It is a mind-blowing year. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that feels very hectic, very, very, very chaotic. But my goodness me, on a personal level, this is a year of self-mastery. It is a year of personal empowerment through self-awareness, through self-responsibility, through leadership of our own conscious free will and choice. And my goodness me, this is you at the head of exactly all of this. Wow. Wow, and just amazing. Pile 3, thank you so much for being here. I'm really honoured to be reading for you. Thank you for joining me in these readings. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. Do check out my moon month energy update if you're really interested in aligning with the natural rhythms and cycles of the world and of the universe, indeed. Do check out the moon webinar. I've done a completely free webinar as well, so you can check that out and learn about the keys to manifesting with the moon. Check out all the sort of links and things in the description. I always put anything that might be of value to you down there. Beautiful souls. Also, thank you for commenting. It's really lovely to hear what's happening in your worlds. This is a life-changing year for you in no uncertain terms. Tons of love.